Give us the situation. Let us know what's going on.
Currently, right now, we're still in staging. We are in the middle of a operational update from our incident management team. Right now, again, they're reporting down in the Puerto Rico, St. John, St. Thomas area. They're actively in operations. Right now, the emergency operations centers and local jurisdictions are doing assessments to their areas and identifying any needs. And that's basically kind of what's going on right now. We're still on a standby status to see what needs and if there's going to be any movement or anything. We're still unclear. So we're still at Eglin Air Force Base, standing by at this point.
Chief Michael Connor with the World Herald. Any sense of when they might, get you started, have an assignment for you? Do you think it could be? Do you expect it'll be later today?
The expectation, obviously, it depends on the remnants of the storm, and our travel availability is coming in is a key factor right now. I haven't had an opportunity to put eyes on that. So we're just waiting. That's one of the biggest factors to engage us in operations to make sure we're able to travel safely to what other operational destination we need to go to. And then it's just a matter of, it's kind of a time-consuming effort right now of gathering all the information from all the local jurisdictions and seeing what assistance they need. So I would anticipate, or either later this evening or tomorrow morning, depending on weather and a whole bunch of other factors, there's a possibility. Nothing's in stone. It's very tentative at this point.
What's the weather like where you are?
Right now, it's just light showers is what's going on. A little bit of wind. I think the last recorded wind speed was about 30 miles per hour. So nothing very significant at this point where we are.
Hi, it's Kevin at WOWT. I saw on Facebook this morning an impromptu 9/11 memorial. What was that all about?
Well, in coordination with New Jersey Task Force 1, it obviously has a significant impact on those folks because they have personal relationships with individuals that are affected by that tragedy. We put together a ceremony with the assistance of the local fire department and the Air Force Base. And we had all the task force members that are staged here at Eglin come to observe the ceremony.
Captain Michael Connor with the World Herald. Did Nebraska Task Force help organize it, or did you folks just participate, or what was your task force's involvement in that 9/11 memorial?
We were kind of the lead. Captain Dustin Guzman from the Omaha Fire Department Honor Guard is with us, and so he took a major lead role with helping organize between the Air Honor Guard from the base and the local jurisdiction honor guard to facilitate the ceremony.
Was it basic case? So this morning, did your task force join with some other task forces this morning at Eglin and have a kind of just a impromptu 9/11 memorial? How would you sort of describe it in a nutshell? What you did today?
In a nutshell, it basically. We had a ceremony or a remembrance time within the individuals that were assigned here, and then the Eglin Air Force Honor Guard contacted us this morning, and we kind of did an impromptu with the local jurisdiction fire department. The fire chief was very instrumental in this, and then we just kind of had the 10-15-minute ceremony in remembrance.
Captain Riley of the Journal Star, is it a lot of hurry up and wait for your crews, and how are you kind of handling the time, the downtime and staging?
Yeah, it is hurry up and wait. This is the time we use to make sure all our equipment is operational, kind of reviewing all the equipment we used from Hurricane Harvey, making sure that's operational, developing operational plans, and as we move forward at the possibilities of what we would be tasked to do. So we're checking equipment, we're rearranging equipment, we're doing in-time training. Yesterday we held some in-time training relative to water and water evacuations and water operations, as well as we held some in-time training for using our GPSs for wide area search, so we can track our searches and provide that information to the leadership, not only to the Emergency Operations Center or the state of Florida, but the FEMA program office, which is monitoring the situation.
Do you have any idea what kind of operation you guys will be engaged in once you're deployed once you have an assignment?
At this time, we have no idea what kind of operation. We are basically self-sufficient for 72 hours, and we can run the gamut from water operations, collapsed structures, wide area search. It's kind of we've referred to as like a Swiss Army knife. Once we go somewhere, we can handle pretty much any emergency that is put in front of us with the equipment and the resources and personnel that we have. So there's a wide range of possibilities, and that will depend on the information that is being sent up the chain through the emergency operations centers and the local jurisdictions on their needs.
So to clarify, Captain, you guys don't know yet if your missions will be in Florida or possibly in Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands?
No, we do not know that at this time.
With you being at Eglin, does that mean that your equipment could then be airlifted to outside of Florida, if that's the case?
Yes, that is a possibility. It depends if we are able to get the appropriate aircraft to fly us out, and then we would have to repackage for air transport if that was the case. So that is a possibility.
So, Captain, just to be sure, so is it fair to say that the Nebraska Task Force might be assigned and might go to Puerto Rico or the U.S. Virgin Islands to assist? Is that certainly at least a possibility that the Nebraska Task Force might be assisting in those areas?
I would say it's a possibility. I don't think it's a strong possibility right now, just because of the resources they have in the south part of the state and the challenge with aircraft within this incident. So it's all depending. I can't give you a strong possibility. We're kind of out of the loop. We're just waiting to hear what the larger management. As you can imagine, This is a very large area, and we have 1,300 USAR assets on the ground right now, and that doesn't even include the local jurisdictions and other agencies that are down here assisting Department of Defense assets with National Guard and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of personnel on ground for a multitude of operations, and coordinating that effort is, as you can imagine, somewhat challenging.
Okay, any other questions this morning? Again, we've been talking with LFR Captain Dave Kulthe, K-L-U-T-H-E, and he is serving as task force leader. They're still staging at Eglin Air Force Base. Captain, I assume that we'll be getting some updates through Twitter as the day goes on.
Yes, we will advise Chief Despain if there's any change in our status as we move forward and gather additional information throughout the morning and afternoon.
Okay. All right. Any last questions before we go? All right. Thanks, everybody.